Okay. Hi,
All right.
Debra.
Hi.
Couple quick questions. Can you take us back to when you first started thinking about buying and selling your home? What was going through your mind? What was happening?
Oh gosh, I was thinking of moving for a long time, but I moved from my town where I was born and raised, so it was a really big decision. My kids were already established in their schools, so it did take some time to finally take the leap, but super happy we did. Financially, it was probably one of the pushers, but also like just quality of life as well.
It's interesting when you say quality of life, because I heard you the other day and I overheard people talking about you and the hockey, the banquet, and that they didn't have banquets back home. And I know like Penetang Machine Flames, I mean, my boys played on the teams as well, and it was a great experience for many, many years. I mean, we spent every weekend at the arena. But yeah, I loved the people, so the banquet, how did that go?
Oh, it was good. It was my boys actually two of my three boys got awards, which was like very exciting. But yeah, it's such a community feel. It was such a blessing to have my kids on those teams because being new to the community, it was like a family right from the go, and everyone's so welcoming. It was truly, my boys were like, why didn't we do this sooner? Right? So it felt good. Yeah, totally grateful for that.
And often when we tell people that, oh, everybody's so welcoming, you're going to love it, I don't know if people really believe that.
No, it's even going to the grocery store. Yeah, everybody's so friendly. Yeah. And there's no hustle and bustle. Like I have to stop myself sometimes. Sometimes I feel like I'm like crazy driving and I'm like, no, there's nothing to be crazy about. I can just get where I want to go. It's so nice. And the scenery on the way there, taking it in. Yeah, it's nice.
It's nice.
Yeah.
So what were your biggest concerns or fears at the start of this journey?
Moving the family definitely was for one. I think I worried more about my kids than myself. I knew I'd be pretty resilient and figure it out. So being a part of a smaller community made it a little bit easier. And just the transition. I've never known anywhere else. So yeah, that was probably my biggest fears. What's going to happen?
Right. Yeah. So when it came to Team Jordan, how did you end up working with us? How did that all come to be as far as, selecting an agent from the team to go look at homes with?
So I reached out to a friend that I knew moved to Midland, and I said, hey, who'd you use to move here? And he's like, oh my gosh, we used Michael. He was great. So I trusted him and I called Michael, and really right on the phone call, I could tell that he had pure passion about where he lived, and he made me excited to want to come out here. And I've cottaged here with family before, so I kind of knew the area a bit. So yeah, he gave me a good vibe right away.
And they have such a story, like you said. They relocated here. I mean, they've traveled the world. Been to some of the most incredible places that are on my bucket list to go, and selected Midland. So talk about a great ambassador for the area, right? Like
for sure.
I mean, they could live anywhere in the world, and they chose here.
Yeah. So they gave us a tour around. Well, I knew too as soon as because we were looking in different places in Ontario, we weren't really sure where we wanted to go. So as soon as we got here, I knew it. I just knew it was right. So, and they just made it such an easy transition. Yeah.
No, you led into the next question. I was going to say, what made it feel like, when did you realize you were in good hands?
I never felt worried that things weren't going to be taken care of. They were always communicating. Yeah. And I'd probably call him too much and ramble a lot. But he always had the ear to listen, and he always made me feel like, no, it's going to be fine. I'm like, okay. And it truly ended up being just that. Yeah. So and they were very patient because, we were feeling very motivated to move, and they were.
Takes a while to find the right
place. It does. Yeah. And we actually had offers in a few different places. So he never made me feel like they were, hassle or anything. It was great. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Before working with us, what did you think buying and selling a home would be like?
Stressful, which it was. I can't say it was not. But having support through it makes it that much easier.
I try to explain that to people. I'll just say that I'm going to take the stress out of moving. I don't believe that's possible.
It's impossible.
It's kind of lightening the load.
are feeling confident that everything's going to be, the things that you don't have to worry about are going to be taken care of. So that was more, I needed to worry about making my family okay. And then they worried about all the other stuff that but
Makes sense.
yeah.
And then whenever you finally found that home, you had the accepted offer.
Yeah.
Like, how did that feel?
Good. Actually, we purchased first before we sold. So that was a little bit stressful. So when we were able to firm up both sides, we ended up, actually was leading into the weekend of the Butter Tart Festival.
Right.
So it was actually, so he's like, yeah, come see Team Jordan. We're at the top of the hill. I'm like, all right. So it was the first time we brought the kids here since they found out. So it was kind of a really fun way to welcome them to the area. And then you guys had the bouncy cats. They're like, this place is so cool. It's great.
And it's funny. I remember when they showed up for the Santa Claus parade and we had that huge snowfall the night before.
And then
It was so much snow.
yeah,
We're all just sitting in the snowbanks. Yeah, that was fun.
yeah.
Let's see. We already talked about that. How has life changed for you since you
Oh
moved?
my gosh. Yeah, I feel so much yeah, I'm so grateful. Life has changed. It's slowed down. I even talked to my husband, like we'll sit on the front lawn and be like, it just feels right. It just feels like this is where we were supposed to be. Yeah. And then we're thinking, why didn't we do it sooner? But yeah, I forgot the question, but no, yeah, my family thinks I was crazy after the winter we had. But I'm telling them, no, it's still good. I promise.
Well, it was exceptional. I mean, everybody had more snow, but yeah.
My kids are happy about snow days, so that was good.
And did they ever make it to the toboggan hill?
Yeah, we did Winterama.
Right.
So we entered in on the toboggan, make your own toboggan with cardboard.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that. We would have been there to cheer you on for sure. I love the cardboard toboggan race.
Yeah. So
My kids are bigger now. I don't get to do.
it was fun. It was right by my house.
Yes.
Yes.
It was the toboggan.
I was
I mean,
pretty surprised the effort and the amount of people that were there. It was very impressive.
have you gone down that hill?
Yeah, I actually did it myself.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I think I did it once though.
And that was enough. It's a big hill when you haven't been for a few years.
Yeah. Yes.
If you had to describe your experience with Team Jordan in just 3 words, what would they be?
I would say supportive. I'd say like they welcome you in, so it's almost like family friend feeling. Like I felt like Michael and Tanya were my friends in the moment that we met them. Supportive and yeah, I guess smooth. Yeah,
In a good way.
in a good way. Yeah, in a good way. And ended up
Yeah, like just taking that weight off so that everything
Yes.
can kind of go smoother
yeah,
than anticipated.
exactly. Yeah.
And what would you tell someone considering working with us?
Kind of the same type of thing. You're knowledgeable, trustworthy. Yeah, I guess. The same things that I've said already.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you could send a message to the next family we help, what would you want them to know about working with us? So if you're going to look out there and you're going to tell somebody
Yeah.
that's thinking about making a move like you, right?
Right.
You said it took quite a while,
Yeah.
quite a while as in like years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been thinking about it for a few years, a bunch of years. Yeah, know that you can call them. They're going to be by your side. They're going to be supportive, that they'll listen to your needs. That's important too. Listening to what you want, not just kind of going, I don't know, having a listening ear. And yeah, someone's on your side. Right?
Yeah, I definitely say that about our team.
Yeah. And the knowledge, right? Like there's a lot of things to know, and yeah, you feel like you know.
We got you.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing.
All right.